So we're here. We got our hair wrapped up. We don't have on a shirt, and that's okay because we're in the comfort of our own home. Let's get started. So guys, this video was inspired by Organic Olivia. She's currently doing this really cool segment on her podcast where she's going in depth on different herbs that she uses and that she likes, and it's super informational and super helpful, and I highly recommend it. It's a great wealth and resource of information, so check that out after you're done here. Let's get started on turmeric. So turmeric is also known scientifically as curcuma longa, and it's a perennial plant, which is a fancy way of saying super long lasting and super resilient, and it grows predominantly in India, and it has these beautiful yellowy orange flowers or leaves at the top of the plant. The turmeric that we use currently is the rhizome, or the root of the plant, or the root blocks. And I love this herb because it has so many different uses, and I personally used it when I first started doing parasite cleansing and all of that, and I saw a difference in my skin applying it topically. I saw a difference in taking supplements of it and having teas of it. So there's a lot of ways you can also get it into your diet. It's fairly easy. So what are the benefits of turmeric? And I'm going to read those to you right now.
So turmeric can benefit the following conditions: chronic inflammation, Alzheimer's, autoimmune inflammation, brain inflammation, cancer, candida, cataracts, depression, diabetes, erectile dysfunction, gallbladder problems, heavy metal toxicity, inflammatory bowel disorders, insulin resistance, lupus, pneumonia, rheumatoid arthritis, viral infections, weight loss resistance.
A lot of stuff for this video. I'm gonna stick to about 4 that really stuck out to me and that I think would help you guys the most. And that was the fact that turmeric can help with liver ailments, menstrual difficulties, slow digestion, and depression. If you guys take away anything from my channel, or you've watched my previous videos before, everything is linked, especially when it comes to your skin, and these are all key elements in the health of your skin. So liver health, your emotional health / mental health, and your stomach health. So let's start with the liver. So the cool thing about turmeric that I actually learned is that when we look at herbs, the color of them will tell us what organ they coincide with, or what organ that they're typically meant for. And herbs that are yellow are typically meant for the liver. And I thought it was so funny because I am currently dying of allergies, and it's springtime in New Jersey. And the thing is that when your allergies are flaring up in the spring, it typically means that something in your liver is off. So divine timing, universe, per usual. Anyways, so when it comes to the liver, turmeric is a cholagogue, or chola synagogue. Cholagogue. I sound like a turkey. Or it's an herb that promotes bile secretion from the gallbladder and the liver. So what is bile secretion? Bile secretion is a very, very, very important function of the body. Bile itself is like this kind of boogery looking fluid, and it's composed of cholesterol, water, bile salts, pigments, and its main purpose is to help the digestive process and the elimination of certain waste products. So, pooping. The correlation in that to acne is that when we're not pooping properly, or we're not sweating enough, we're not detoxing our body, it's going to come out in our skin. So if your liver health has been, or if you have a very fatty liver, or a liver that's not secreting enough bile, you may be having skin problems right now, and that's why you're here, because we'll learn more. Now we're going to move on to menstrual difficulties. So menstrual difficulties, I know about them. I'm not a fan of them. I struggled with them all throughout high school. There were times where I couldn't get out of bed because my cramps hurt so bad. I've been on birth control. I don't honestly know if I have PCOS, but I kind of low-key self-diagnosed to myself don't recommend doing that. Definitely see a doctor. However, I was having these irregular periods, and when I would get my period, it wouldn't be red or like new blood. It'd be old blood, and you can always tell by the color. If it's a darker hue, it's gonna be older blood, and that's a common sign of blood clotting or blood stagnation. So the way that liver helps, especially if you have those issues, is that it's a blood invigorator. It's known as that in Chinese medicine. So what it does is it helps the blood start moving. So if you suffer from clotting, or if you suffer from irregular periods and you have trouble getting them more regulated, turmeric will literally light that blood on fire, not literally but figuratively, and help move that out of the body. Now let's move on to depression and anxiety. So turmeric has been studied to help with depression and anxiety. There was actually an animal study that I found, and it reports that curcumin, which is important, and a compound found in turmeric that helps soothe depressive symptoms and chronic stress. And it does that by increasing important proteins that are required for brain function. It also helps soothe our neurotransmitters. When we're in that kind of stressful fight or flight, not relaxing mode, our body kind of goes into overdrive, and it helps soothe that need for fight or flight, or that need for survival. And we go into what is known as parasympathetic mode. I am learning. So I've used it too, and I actually used it while I was not taking any medication for my depression. And doing that, like taking turmeric supplements and having it in tea, cooking with it, it really helped. Like I do remember feeling a lot more invigorated, a lot more positive, just a lot more myself, a lot more alive. So I personally feel like there's truth in that. If you've used turmeric and you had good results, you had bad results, let me know what type of results you had down below. Whatever you used it for, like you could have used it topically, you could have used it, ingested it, whatever you used it for, let me know what you used it for. If it worked for you, I want to hear it. Now, what's good? Let's get to turmeric for digestion. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my nose is red because I've been itching it so much. But slow digestion is also linked to liver health. So again, if we're not secreting bile, that typically means that our meals and our waste are just sitting there in our body. So again, to reiterate, bile secretion and turmeric go hand in hand. It helps with that process, and in turn, it helps with digestion. And to bring it full circle, if your mental health is off, there's a chance that your digestion is off. If your digestion is off, there's a chance that your liver health is off. If your liver health is off, then there's a chance that you're having menstrual problems. It all comes full circle, guys. It's definitely taken me some time to accept that, because I like when I can control like one certain aspect, but working with your body is a very holistic process. You have to look at all aspects of it and treat all aspects of it with kindness. Now, I also wanted to cover the best ways, or some tips I have in order to take turmeric so it benefits you the most. So what's recommended when you take turmeric in order to get the effects of curcumin, the very important compound that I mentioned, which a lot of the anti-inflammatory components come from, you are advised to take it with 3% black pepper. This helps your body absorb the curcumin much more efficiently. If you're not a fan of black pepper, coconut oils or fats also really help in the absorption of curcumin in your body, and it also prevents the turmeric from drying out your body too much. So if we have too much of anything, it's throwing our bodies out of balance. And turmeric is a very hot and dry herb, so when you add too much dryness, you can experience adverse adverse reactions like constipation, dry skin, dry lips, all of it. So taking it with a fat helps cool down your body and helps keep that nice balance that we like. So that is my video for my video for that's my video for today, guys. Thank you for staying tuned, for sharing this space with me. I hope that you learned something, and don't forget to answer and share your experience with turmeric, whether it be skin health, if you use it for your digestion, or anything. I want to hear about it down below. I'll catch you guys later. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be updating my blog more on Medium, so I hope to see you guys there. I'm super excited. Bye!